I wasn't recording. Now. All right, so we got Bob here. We're at Lady Bird Lake in Austin, Texas, downtown on the boardwalk. Bob, what do you have to share with the world?
Well, they call me the Neon Man around here.
How did you get the name the Neon Man?
Wonder.
I actually saw this and I was like, this is my favorite color of green. I have a really strong Gemini placement, and that's when I'm like fully in it. Are you a Gemini?
Capricorn.
Cap. Oh, I got a strong capstone. Let's talk about this. You're spiritual, I feel.
Yes, I am.
So what do you do for work? I know it's not work to you. You love doing it, but like, what is your way that you show up to the world in 5% and change lives being yourself?
You have to have a purpose in life, and that's what makes life. And I believe in love because I think love is the miracle which makes life bearable.
Man, can I share something with you? Tell me if we connect on this. Love, trust, vulnerability, and connection create more wealth than money, because money's just a tool. It's saved energy to accelerate a process or buy us back time.
Yeah, Einstein, the great scientist, would always say that what's more important is not knowledge but imagination.
I'm glad we're talking about Einstein. Guess what my birthday is?
When?
3/15. My mom's is on 3/14. Pi, Einstein's birthday was 3/14. It's like infinite. But Einstein, like, let's talk more about that. I'm on this wavelength with you. What did you love most about Einstein? Was it relativity or was it simplicity?
Simplicity.
What was the simplest thing that he taught that you embodied and also share with others?
Well, what I just was saying there, our ability to use our imagination to create, which is something that we can share with the world. Because another thing about that is the fact that I think our bodies are... they're giving out an SOS. What I mean by that, share our souls.
Dude, I love it.
SOS.
I've never heard SOS that way, but I've resonated with that.
That's what the SOS is. Our body's SOS.
Can you hold this mic for me for a second? I want to show you something Einstein that I learned that I love and I embody every day.
Sure, I'll hold it. Yeah, I'm doing this with my keys because you know what?
Oh, hold the mic closer to you.
I do this with my keys because you know what? I drop them all the time, forget them all. I go over to the Y, and they have a little box over there for me, Bob's glasses or Bob's keys, because I'm always dropping them or forgetting them. Can you believe that? Wow.
Man, you got a lot of Pisces placements in you, too. I'm that forgetful, too. All right, so check this out. Oh, wait. You were about to say something. Say it real quick.
Oh, you said your birthday. My birthday, being a Capricorn, my birthday is on January 17th.
How long did you roller skate uphill in life before you decided to take off the skates, walk up the hill, and have fun on the way down as a Capricorn?
How long did it take? Probably when I got into my late 20s, because when I moved down here to teach at the University of Texas in DC, teaching reading and editing and writing, because
I have the coolest thing for you after this.
because to write is human, but to edit divine.
Okay, so I have something. I have no physics background. I know who I am in this world, but I wrote this book. It's like I called it The Simple Book of Life. And I channeled it, and I told AI to structure it, but I'm looking for an editor who can humanize it and complement it. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Yes.
I definitely need to get your phone number and email after this.
Sure. Yeah, I would love to do that because I'm retired, but not in the sense of sitting on the chair. I got to get outside every day. I run across my students a lot still, and they want me to know if we can help with the writing and so forth. So now students always came first, but what I do now is work in my own publishing and writing.
God, I love this. A friend of mine told me this, and I want to share it with you. You probably already know it. You know why you can't stop moving?
We were born to move.
Well, that too, but what else doesn't stop moving in life?
What else? That's a good question.
It's very simple. It's all around us.
What doesn't stop?
Look over there to your right. Tell me what you see. And then turn back before you answer. This will be epic.
Nature.
Yes. If you can't stop moving and you're restless, you're more connected to nature than anybody else because nature never stops moving. Even in Einstein, something's always somewhere and something's always moving.
That's why I like being in a nature bath. Because as a runner, I'm trying to get back into running because I have a little bit of bursitis here. But I'm hoping I can. But if not, I just love being out walking. Because we're like ripples. We're like ripples to the water. You know, is it true that a river never returns to its source? It just keeps on moving.
Yeah, it just keeps on moving. It's the water spout from the sky. That's consciousness. That's channeling and downloading.
And we're like a ripple to that water, and so we can't We can't beat a river into submission, but what we can do is surrender to its current.
I love this. All right.
Become one with the flow.
Dude, that's divine essence of flow right there. Let me ask you, where's your bursitis at? I'll blow your mind with this. Right hip?
Right here.
So how
I wish, excuse me, I wish I was born to swim, no impact. Born to run, though, but because I guess I'm come more right, and so I was hitting the right impact, and my left is fine, but.
what if I told you that's just overuse of being so masculine and helpful? Like it's like you need to receive assistance because your hips are sacral. So it's like creativity and partnerships, and you're a Capricorn, so you're a lone wolf. But like maybe we should partner because I bet that hip pain disappears pretty quick hanging around me for a week.
I believe that it will because I'm also with this company in town. They're wonderful, and Andrea, one of the doctors there, she's great. Advanced pain care, because their motto is the pain stops here.
Yeah, because
And they're right. Yeah.
yeah, pain. We create pain. It's really not a real thing. It's just like your body is telling you there's something left in your life that you need to do, and we're gonna put you on the ground until you take time to sit with it. And when you sit with it, you'll know it.
Well, words can lie, but pain is truth. Pain is pure. It's amazing. So what we have to do is like what happened with I guess in Lord of the Rings, that great novel, where they were torturing him a lot, and he wasn't screaming out at all. And after 3 days, they said to him, "We've been torturing you to get some answers from you, and why haven't you screamed or begged to stop it?" He said, "Well, because I found a way that the pain to not easier said than done, but to not mind it."
I have zero pain, zero fear, and it's just like love, trust, vulnerability, and connection solves everything.
I love how you said that. Love, trust, and connectability. That's what it's all about. Yeah.
You'll love my book then.
One way.
I bet you read my book and you feel like we've written this in a past life together or something.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
Can I share something with you? So this is my favorite trick, Einstein. Will you hold the mic for me? And then aim it towards me. All right, so Einstein did this. He used to fall asleep. Can you hold it up a little bit higher? Right there. So Einstein used to fall asleep with a marble in his hand.
Yeah.
And what he would do was fall asleep. So DMT and melatonin are both released at its highest amount. It would hit the ground, wake him up, and then he was plugged into intuitive flow state instantly. So
I got believe in that every day. I've got to practice that every day. I think I do, but you put it in really good words.
can I share with you how I do it now?
Yeah.
So my model is really simple. No mic on this one. That's what makes these fun. What I do now is before I go to bed, I simmer 2 grams of reishi mushrooms. So it releases the terpenes that are locked inside of it. So during that time, I'm not on my cell phone. So it's very sacred. I'm just journaling. So I get into the theta state, then I drink the reishi, which helps us recover and feel like superpowers in the morning. But before I go to bed, I meditate until I fall asleep. And then when I wake up, I lay in bed and meditate until I'm ready to get out of bed. So I'm always in the dream state at the 2 most important parts, before bed and when I wake up. So I'm connecting with myself and God, and it's telling me exactly what to create every day.
Yeah, I believe all that, and I'll remember what you're saying. I think I do that, but I like the words you put it into. Yeah, it makes one feel stronger.
Thank you so much. I'm blessed with the voice of the heavens, and I just share it with the people.
Well, that's what I think. That's one thing we're meant to do. Exactly, that word you just used there, sharing with one another. Yeah, taking care of one another.
It's almost like there's money and all these illusions here and complexities that people just ran away with, and it's like I think there's a select group of people here that are like simplicity is key, and when you bring humans back to life, which was why AI is created. People will try to build more with it and get more disconnected. But for me, I'm like, do all my dirty work so I can do this and talk to people in the streets.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're doing it in the right way. I believe in what you just said. Yeah.
Oh man, well, thank you so much. Before you leave, do you have anything else you want to share with the people? I feel like you got a one-liner or one crucial thing to share, and we'll wrap this up.
Well, you've really got me wondering right now. One last thing to share with everybody. I guess we've been talking about take care of one another. It was the main thing. Take care of one another, believe in one another, help out one another, be at one with one another. Don't just stare at your palms all the time. There was this picture on TV the other day with at the football place where football players, playoffs and so forth are going on, and one of these big stations where there's like over 100,000 people, and so the camera viewed out 100,000 people at the stadium, and every one of them were watching the game on their phone. They paid all those tickets to come to the game, but were watching it on their hand. You know, get out there and connect with one another. Look at one another when you talk. Look at me when you're talking. When I'm talking to you.
You notice I haven't looked at the camera this whole time.
That's right. Yeah.
We're connecting, and we're connecting on a level that is so deep and so innate. People watching this video, it doesn't matter what we talk about. We're both in authenticity and alignment. They have to watch it, and if they don't, we trigger the shit out of them for not watching it.
Yeah, because by doing that, you're writing and what I'm not doing it for any kind of money. If it comes in, that's fine. But maybe I would be sharing something that somebody hadn't thought of before. Allow you to have some more insight and inspiration. You know.
You just cracked the code to life. The people watching this, I know the secret. It sounds like you do too. Is it's not about, you can do stuff for money. Yes, we live in a 3D reality. But if you literally lean into vulnerability, love, trust, connection. And if somebody needs your gift and you don't charge them and you do it out of grace and love and connection, your bank account grows instantly overnight. I'm going to be a billionaire by the end of probably this week.
Okay. That's why I better stay in contact with you. Yeah. On that. But no, that's the whole key there. If I'm not hitting on you, I'm not wanting to control you. I'm not trying to take something from you. I wanted to share this, and if it might make you think about, I hadn't thought about that in that way. That kind of a connection, inspiration.
Yeah, it's like, why would there be 7 billion of us here if we weren't meant to work together and co-create and make this world more pretty instead of sit on our phones and isolate and be soloist and do it all ourselves? That's a trigger to somebody who I had a call with this week. But
I know you're right about that. When we're
battery? Did it kill it?
It says change your charge battery.
Oh, cool.
But what I find is that
Keep going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. What I find is that, one of my students mentioned to me one time, why do I have to be the first one to say something? Because, everybody's walking by and sometimes they just all have a serious look on their face. But what I find is when you say, hey, how you doing? Or, boy, that dog you have there is really beautiful. They're almost surprised. They're not used to somebody complimenting them or talking to them. And they come alive when you do that. So that I don't know, and so that's one thing I really love doing more than anything else, almost. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Why am I always the first one? Well, that's all right. Someone's got to do it.
Well, I'd say presence is your superpower, and you don't have to do anything, but just be present and show people that you care, because that is doing more than anything can do for anything.
I believe that. That's right. Yeah.
And that's why I'm glad you were here. We don't have to do anything. We're both in our genius, which makes this very magical. Even though the video cut off, I can literally put a black screen for the rest of this, and people will continue to listen, because this is like dropping codes.
What I really believe in, the great poet Emerson, what he said, we live in the eternal now. Right now, there's just the eternal. We learn from the past, apply that to the present, so the future's not a hoax.
And what are the 2 days people talk about that are never here but endlessly referred to?
The 2 days?
Yeah.
That are endlessly referred to?
But never here.
But never here? The past and the future?
Yeah, yesterday and tomorrow. But the only thing that exists is the now, today, the present.
That's all there is. Yeah. And that's how I look. That's why I look. I remember what you said about waking up. I do some meditation, but I probably don't do it as often as you do, like you were explaining. That reminding me to do that more, because I'm so grateful for each day. And once again, this beautiful world, these beautiful people, and exactly it's the eternal now.
Yep. If I can give you one tip, before you go to bed, all you got to do is lay down to meditate and let yourself fall asleep. And then when you wake up, give yourself time. You just stay there, keep your eyes closed, and when it's time to get up, you'll know it, and you're always meditating.
I need to do that more often, because I tend to lay back and maybe memories flood in, but sometimes there's those regrets. Well, okay, but that's the past. Kill the past, learn from it, but kill the past, and don't get lost in the worry. We all have regrets. Don't focus on that much. That's the hardest thing to do. I know. I wish I wouldn't have done this. Well, okay, learn from. So stop. Don't. It's just right now. You've got the new time to do it right now.
Yep.
So we're right now. Yeah.
I got two things for you. Everything in your life is supposed to happen. It's magical when you can figure out why it happened and how it can help you and others. The second one is when you get an idea, it drops in through above your head. You'll feel it in your brain. That's where most people dump and spill the message. Wait for it to drop down into your heart. You'll feel it, so you're starting to grow it. It'll go across your shoulder, back behind your heart, drop down to your root. So like your bathroom muscles at the base of your sacrum. So then you're gonna ground it. You're gonna give it some value. You're gonna bring it up to your hips, which is where we create with stuff. Then you're gonna put it in your stomach and embody it and imagine putting it out into the world. And then you're gonna speak it into existence.
Are you saying, or are you thinking to sometimes, 'cause I like what you said with that, why is more important than what? Because that's how we end up learning from and then creating. So it's the why that's more important, yeah.
You wanna talk about words here? You know what's more important than the who? I'm sorry, actually, you know what's more important than the how?
What was more important than the how?
Like, how do we get this done?
How do we get this done? What's more important than the?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It's the who, not the how.
Yeah, believe it or not, I really was, because we're connecting here, was getting ready to say who. I didn't, so I mean maybe, because sometimes I do that. So, I selected that. Go your first instinct, and sometimes I don't do that, and that's what I just didn't do, because I was thinking who, because I was thinking too much about what's the answer, rather than just what you were feeling.
Yep. And then best book ever is called The Who Not the How, Dan Sullivan. I know you'll love it. And then I think I got to send you your book, but man, thank you so much. We got to change out batteries. But give me your name and where people can find you, whether it's email or whatever modality.
Well, my name is Bob. You want my last name?
Yeah.
It's Klau, Klau. Yeah. And sometimes when I write, my real name is middle name Robert Scott Klau, and sometimes I wrote my name that I write with, and sometimes they're published in. It's kind of like devoted to my parents, because if you read that, which is Scott Robertson, which is backward from Robert Scott Klau, Scott Robertson. So that would be my writing name sometimes, but most often it would be the publications are in Robert Klau.
Well, perfect.
Bob.
Well, I'll call you Bob because I think we're on a different level. So thank you, Bob.
Yeah, same way, backwards and forwards, Bob. Different level?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm connecting with you on a very deep soul level. I appreciate you taking the vulnerability, walking up and connecting, because what we recorded will be magic for people to hear. So.
Well, that's really fantastic that you say that. Yeah. Oh no, it's all about because I kind of, when I was walking up here, I kind of heard you say we need to talk to this guy right here. I thought I heard you kind of whispering that a bit. So I look forward to that talk. The connection. It's all about the connection. Yeah, we're connecting. Yeah. Otherwise, where are we? We're lost. Yeah.
Exactly. So let's stay connected. Thank you so much for being on here. And then I think we can help each other through life from this point forward. So I'll pack half of that if you pack back.
Yes, I will. Yeah. You've got my name. Is there anything else you need to know?
Yeah, I'll grab your number off camera or off audio. So thank you for being on this interview.
Off camera. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, we're gonna end this recording so I can get Bob's number because we're gonna connect. Peace out, y'all.